Hi everyone, I'm going to continue the series of Daf Yomi. As you can see, I'm driving now. We are actually on Daf Pay at the moment. That naturally is page number 80 of Masechet Bava Metzia. Got the specs on, and let's go on a car journey and share over some words within regards to the precious Gemara, friends, over here. Nothing like driving around Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel, and learning Torah, teaching Torah. There's no better feeling inside the world. And friends, in today's page, we're going to learn all about renting. Say someone is renting an ox to someone else for one reason or another, and they stipulate inside the contract, there's going to be a stipulation that this ox that you are going to rent over here can only be used in the mountains over here. This ox over here, it's a clause in the contract. No, it's going to be used for mountain use. This specific ox over here for mountains, and then he uses ox in the valley, and it breaks. Let's say the terminology they will use is that the neck of the ox is going to get injured, or the kan they use is going to break, or whatever it might be. Will he be liable or not? So in this specific case over here, because it was stated that it's going to be used for the mountains and it's in the valley, since the valley is less rocky than the mountains, it's covered. Basically, he is not going to be liable because the valley it's less likely to take place. Mountain, he's got a full insurance coverage because it's much more likely a problem's going to happen in the mountains, and he's paid for the ox to be working in the mountains. So there's sort of that leeway over here. But what if it's the opposite case over here, where if part of the agreement of the contract is he will only use this ox to work inside the valley? That was the agreement they made inside the contract. And then, you know what, he's a cheeky guy, and he's going to say, you know what, I'm going to take the ox and let's plow it on the mountains instead of the valley and over here. And then the kan is going to break over here. So then in that specific case scenario, friends, over here, he is going to be liable for the breakage over here. Why is that, friends, over here? Because it's a different case. He's taken it to the mountains and he said he's only going to work with it in the valley. It's much more likely a problem is going to happen inside the mountains, and in the contract it said you cannot work in the mountains, you can only work for the valley coverage, working the animal, the ox, inside the valley. So over there, in that specific case scenario, he's going to be liable for all the damages over there. Remember, at the end of the day, whatever you've got permission to use at the end, I'm just opening the window because I'm just boiling over here at the moment inside this car. Whatever you have requested inside the contract, if it's got a coverage, only the things that it's good for, potentially. So if it's covering mountain use, that means it's potentially going to be good to use everywhere if any damage is being done. But if you've limited it only to the valley, to use the oxen inside the valley, that means that if you're now going to take it to the mountains and all these adventurous places over here, and then it's going to break, it's much likely to break because it's rocky, it's more difficult angles, it's much more sharp, the roads are, and everything else. It's more likely to get injured. So you're going to have to pay the penalty at the end in today's daf, and very, very interesting it is. Now let's just chat a bit at the moment while I'm driving. I like to be in the company while I'm driving at the moment. Driving around the city of Bet Shemesh at the moment, friends. If any of you is watching, Bet Shemesh means the house of the sun. Just enjoying some journey. I was just inside a yeshiva. I just did a couple of clips in a yeshiva in Bet Shemesh, a prominent American speaking one, and with a couple of the rabbis over there. Very, very good. And nothing like giving chizuk, nothing like driving in Eretz Yisrael. You see the land of Israel, the beauty of Israel. There's nothing that beats this, friends, over here. And just seeing the sights here, it's sometimes we take it for granted. So many people take it for granted that we've got Israel. We didn't have it for thousands of years to live here. Now we've got it. We've got to make the most of it, friends, over here. Gonna get ready, just did some learning with the Chavruta this morning. It was very, very good. And just getting back on track. We had the Yom HaTzmaut and Yom HaZikaron this week. It's been a busy week, and just busy, just leasing a car at the moment. So I don't usually drive in Israel, but it's good to be driving again. And you know, I'm Yisrael Chai. At the end of the day, it's good to have a car journey. I'm just gonna pull up here. I wish you all a fantastic day, guys. Hope you enjoy the sights of Israel. Maybe one day we'll do a special video where we'll just tour around the whole city, maybe even the whole country, and drive around so that everyone can see the sights and scenes. Remember, every 4 steps you walk in Israel is a mitzvah. and it's very, very precious also. Guys, wishing you an awesome day. Take care and enjoy, and Shabbat Shalom in advance. I'll be live again at some stage today. Enjoy.